Hi.
What is this?
It's my YouTube channel hobby.
Can I
Want to do it?
Yeah.
Want to do it?
Yeah, I only have like 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, we'll see what
Is that
happens.
long enough or no?
It's okay. It's
Okay.
fine. Did you see the topics on the board over there, or will you talk about something else? Hang on, I got someone. I'll let you back in a minute. Is my phone visible? Can you see my phone on the screen? Yeah, okay.
Okay, well that's an obvious one.
All right.
Let's do, well everyone does the COVID vaccine, so. Can I sit?
Sure. And you can listen in too if you want. It should be working. If it's not, just turn it off and turn it back on. Test, test, hello? Okay. It might be a little delayed, but yeah.
It's good. Well, yeah, okay. I have one.
Okay. Welcome.
Put these on?
Yeah, it helps. Testing, hello.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
What's your name?
My name's Allie.
Allie. My name is Reed. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Reed.
A-L-I.
Yes.
Gotcha. Did you just finish a hike?
I did.
How was your hike?
It was good. It was a classic Runyon Canyon influencer. Didn't see any influencers hike.
Okay.
So, a little disappointed. I had my friend here from out of town, wanted to show her a TikToker, but we didn't get there.
Oh, is that a usual thing that happens? There's some kind of influencer up there at the top doing the photos?
Have you ever heard of David Dobrik?
Yeah.
Okay. He comes here a lot.
Okay.
So every time I cross my fingers and I'm like, please, be in a vlog. It just never.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, wanted to have a quick chat about something?
Yes.
And you okay if I stream and record? Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. What do you want to talk about?
So, one of the post-it notes was an institution lying about something. Is that right?
I forgot what the wording exactly is. You can just grab that post-it and bring it over, and we can put it on the board to talk about. Thank you. Are any mainstream institutions deliberately lying about anything?
Yes. Okay. So, what comes to mind is the NFL and CTE, brain damage, and I know they're working toward fixing it, or they're honestly, I feel like it's a facade that they care, but the fact that they still will let like head hits to the degree that that happen constantly is such a, and I don't know what they tell their players as to like the liability that you playing this sport for X amount of years is going to lead to that much of a quicker death. I don't know how they go about that, but I feel like they're lying to their players.
Okay. What I'm hearing you say is the NFL is potentially lying to its players about the level of danger playing in the NFL is?
Yes.
Like, if you're playing in the NFL for the next 10 years, you have NFL would be saying you have like a 5% chance of danger, and what percent would you say?
Exactly. So I think they've opened up about it because I don't know if you know who Aaron Hernandez is, but he was a famous Patriots player and he committed suicide in jail because he committed murder. And they analyzed his brain, they picked it apart, and they found just the most, like, the ruptured veins that produce CTE.
What is CTE?
So I don't know what the C and the T and the E stand for, but it's basically like your neural pathways just absolutely giving out because you've had way too many blows to the head. Like brain damage, essentially. So when that came out in like 2008, they definitely tried to downplay it, right? Oh yes, this exists. We'll get a new helmet design and it'll all be okay. So I think you're right. Like it's like a 10% awareness that they'll bring to it, but it needs to be like 90% because this is like people's lives we're talking about. And CTE leads to like a massive suicide rate, PTSD, all this stuff, and they just like I personally think they lied to them about it.
The NFL lies to its players about the extent of the damage.
Yeah.
All right. And want to talk about that for a minute? There's a timer there if you want to set the time.
Oh.
Or you ought to add time already.
Is it seconds or minutes?
Minutes. Turn to
Okay.
the left and you'll...
Okay. Let's do 4 minutes now.
All
Perfect.
Right. And would you mind to move your water a little bit away
yes.
from the lens? There we go. Perfect. Great. All right, so the claim is the NFL is lying to its players about the extent of the danger of playing in the NFL. Can we make it even more concrete? Or just they're lying about the level of danger, and what's the best metric for level of danger?
Right. I think this is why it's so confusing, because it's not a pure lie, right? So it's not like CTE doesn't exist, scientists are wrong, let's all just go back to doing what we're doing. They do accept it because there's scientific proof of how detrimental it is to people, but they're accepting it at a degree that is so incredibly low that it's almost more harmful to players that they know about it but think that it's not anything to worry about, versus actually having to take it into consideration when you go down that career path. And the other thing, I mean, I know that there's like, the NFL has a lot of underrepresented communities in it where they almost don't really care about they don't really necessarily think about the medical aspects, because football can just be a way out. And I think the NFL takes advantage of that fact.
Okay, so is this another accusation of not only malice but racist malice?
Yes.
Okay.
Racist malice.
Wow. All right. And what is the main reason? What is your confidence that this is happening? That the NFL is doing this? If all the way to the right is absolutely yes, the NFL is lying in this racist, malicious way, or absolutely no, they're not, or I'm not sure. Where's your current confidence about it?
I would say there.
About there.
So I don't know, what is that, like 90%?
Okay. And what's the main reason or evidence that you have to be at that level of confidence?
Because my mom's a scientist, and she worked at a startup that worked with Alzheimer's, which is a very similar disease to CTE. And I've been exposed to some of the fact patterns and like been made aware that this is so pervasive and detrimental to the health of these players that to be talking about it, how little we are, is absolutely crazy to me.
What kind of scientist is your mom? Or Alzheimer medical doctor?
She's a
researcher?
She's a molecular biologist.
Molecular biologist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she works in biotech. She got her PhD in toxicology.
Okay. Is she coming across patients that formerly played in football?
No.
Or no?
No. So it's the link between Alzheimer's and CTE that I'm exposed to. It's not actual CTE that I have like concrete evidence on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my thing isn't here.
What's the best reason to believe this is happening?
I think the studies that have been done to evaluate post-NFL players show rampant neurological problems, and they've done very controlled, like double-blind studies, and yet that information is like seemingly still suppressed and not talked about and not brought to the awareness that I think it should be.
Okay.
I think because the NFL is concerned about money.
Concerned about money, because an implication of this is an implication of this that football should not be happening at all.
See, I don't know. Like,
or any high impact sport should not be happening.
I want to say yes. If you're concerned about the longevity of your life, then you should probably not play football.
Mm-hmm. It just shouldn't be. It can be. It's not going to be made illegal. It's just people need to be more aware of the risk.
Yes, it needs to be a more like definitive. I am aware of this. I've been told the science. I don't know if they have to take a class.
Do people need to take a class?
I think they
sign a waiver.
Yes, I think the NFL has to institute like, when your agent is signing you, you have to go through a 6-week course of what CTE is and how likely you are to get it if you are to pursue. Because we live in a free country, right? You can't like ban this, that, and the everything. But
who would regulate that? Federally or state?
I would say federally. Otherwise, I think the states would be too different about it. And
Yeah,
some would be lax and some would be too stringent.
It'd be interesting to see if, like, I don't know how the NFL leagues work. Are there certain leagues in certain parts of the country, like maybe certain states do it and certain other states don't do it? And we can compare after 10 years to see
that's
the rate of...
Right, but what I'm confident is that we will see that the rate of the states who did do that will have better... I don't know how you necessarily...
I guess the rate would be the same. It would just be the amount of people willing to actually go into the NFL. I don't know.
Yeah. This is something I haven't thought about for more than like 20 minutes in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But
it would just be more well-informed people at risk.
And so
that therefore...
And I wonder what the percentage of people who would have, say, this 6-week training class and say no. Like what... I mean, I would assume it's like 2%.
If no one said no after like 5 years of doing it constantly, would it be even worth doing it?
Right. Exactly. But we don't know. We would have to try to find out. So...
Gotcha. Was that our time?
Yes, that is our time.
Sweet, Allie. That was interesting. Never talked about that before. That was fun, though. That was fun, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, this is so cool. I love that you do this on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, no problem. And I'd like to give away one of these little puzzle pieces as a gift. I forgot to set them out. I've got a blue, yellow, and red.
Thank you so much.
Which color do you want?
I'll take blue.
Blue? Okay. And they make up a little puzzle piece here.
What's epistemology?
Epistemology is the study of knowledge.
Oh.
But street epistemology is just a friendly way of having conversations that focuses on epistemology and how we know what we know.
So are you going to spend 20 minutes analyzing our discussion as part of the podcast?
We sometimes do review shows, other people in the community. And feel free to take a color. If you see me again, come back and get another color.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you so much. This was awesome, and I had a really good time.
Yeah, thank you. Later. Take your water. Cool.
Do I have to press X?
X?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
It's just a magnet first.
That was so cool. That was so LA.
That was really cool.
Can I take one of these cards?
Sure. Yeah, that's me. You can check out
Perfect.
streaming on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much, Reed. This is so cool.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great day.
I'll like it.